Hi, dear cricket fans and friends and subscribers. First, let me start off with this interesting news today about English cricket. They have three new captains now. Andrew Strauss will be leading England in the Test matches. Stuart Broad will be taking over as captain of the 2020, and three new captains, and Alistair Cook will be the third one who will be looking after the 50 overs one day internationals as the captain. So these are the changes that England has made to their cricketing lineup here. I wanted to just start off with this news. Now I'll take you down to the DLF IPL 2011, where the match has just been finished. And just imagine this: Kochi Tuskers were the ones who actually struggled and actually got 156. Thanks to that beautiful knock that Hodge played. In fact, Brad Hodge was the man of the match. He actually smashed 21 runs off a Bretley over to actually remain not out on 35 of just 19 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes, which made a big difference to this match because Kochi Tuskers Kerala won the match against the Kolkata Knight Riders at the Nehru Stadium, Kochi, by just 17 runs. Brad Hodge, with a 35 of just 19 deliveries, an unbeaten 35 of 19 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes, smashing 21 runs for Bretley over in the 20th over, was named man of the match, and rightly so. For Kochi Tuskers, Kochi Tuskers were the one who actually batted first. Kochi Tuskers Kolkata Knight Riders won the toss, but they put the Kochi Tuskers in. Brendan McCullum was an early victim today when Jaydev Unadkat, the left-arm pace bowler, nipped his wicket, and he was gone. The first he was Scott Callis bowled Unadkat for one. After that, Klinger combined into a partnership with Parthiv Patel. Parthiv Patel playing some neat strokes, and Michael Klinger also taking his time and playing some good strokes. And then Michael Klinger stayed there, but Parthiv Patel was a victim of Unadkat for 21 of just 16 deliveries with 4 fours. Michael Klinger contributed 29 of 26 ball, 3 fours before he was victim of Pathan, and then it was only left to Jayawardene and Hodge. Jadeja was dismissed cheaply today. He was the informed batsman in the Kochi Tuskers team. He was caught Pathan bowled Bhatia for 8 of 11 balls, but then the partnership was very, very vital under the circumstances. 96 for 4. It was Mahela Jayawardene playing a captain's knock there, along with Brad Hodge, who pushed the score on to 134 in the 19th over. Jayawardene slowly opening out with 2 sixes. And finally, but he was run out for 55, 41 balls, 2 fours and 2 sixes. And after that, Brad Hodge in the last over, the 20th over of the innings, in fact, they were 21 runs were taken. They were only 35 in 19 overs, and it was looking a tall task with Bretley bowling to Brad Hodge. But Brad Hodge really tore Bretley apart by actually playing some very good strokes. He hit him for 2 sixes, and it was all hit with with lots of power and ferocity. As he really put him into the stands once, then over mid-wicket into the stands, and 2 boundaries followed, and 21 runs came of that. 156 for 5. Brad Hodge not out 35. The bowling figures, Lee got his figures rearranged: 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 42. In fact, he started off with a maiden over first up. Unadkat 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 25. Bal Abdullah 2 overs for 16. Callis 3 overs, no maiden, none for 21. Sarabjit Lara 1 over bowled for 13 runs. 3 overs, 1 for 22 for Bhatia the spinner. Yusuf Pathan bowled 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. Now let's talk about the interesting one here. Kolkata Knight Riders, starting their chase of 156, would have definitely fancied themselves to actually win this match, and as you know, they have been doing very well in the IPL 2011. But they had a very good start. In fact, the RP Singh was not bowling well. Sreesanth was not able to get anything out of the wicket for what Brett Lee could get in the initial stages of the game. And RP Singh and Sreesanth was playing the ball, and Jack Scalise was stroking them beautifully. Ian Morgan was also very aggressive and stroking the ball very powerfully. And they had actually got 69 in 10 overs. That was a perfect foundation for them for a total of 156. But then this happened. The person who came there and gave the breakthrough was a man who bowled superbly. In fact, Alfie Gomez has been going for a lot of runs in this IPL 2011, but today he bowled in the right areas. He bowled it slower, and Jack Scalise was the first victim that triggered off everything. Jack Scalise was clean bowled by Gomez for 45, with just 41 deliveries with 5 fours, and Ian Morgan was left with a lot of partners there. Gambhir came in, and Gomez picked up one more wicket. So that was the very vital stage of the game, because it was 2 in 2 and 2 in quick succession. The next ball, Gambhir just came in, didn't add anything to. I mean, he didn't even. He was facing the first delivery, and Gambhir was gone. Caught Jayavardhani ball Gomez for duck, and there was no trouble. 69 for 2 Kolkata Knight Riders, but there was still hope. Manoj Tiwari, Yusuf Pathan, Boucher to come, and Morgan was there in the middle. But then Tiwari, after making one run, and as I said, Ralphie Gomez really made them work for it. In fact, it was Parameshwaran, the pace bowler, was the man of the match, also bowled well, and they slowly started. It was they were squeezing Kolkata Knight Riders, and Manoj Tiwari was dismissed when Vinay Kumar came in and picked up his wicket. So everybody contributed. Vinay Kumar came in and picked up the wicket of Manoj Tiwari, 97 for 3 at that stage. Morgan was still there, so hope was still there because he's such a type of player, an orthodox player and unorthodox player. And well, they took on the score to 132 in the 19th over with Morgan there at the crease. It was 132, but there was a real mix-up between Morgan and Yusuf Pathan, and Morgan was run out. Now this was the big key for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Morgan was run out for the highest score of 66 of just 51 deliveries, 8 fours and 2 sixes. And after that, I'm going to recount what really happened here at the Nehru Stadium in Kochi. We are picking up play here with the end of over 18 when Morgan is out. Now Morgan is run out of the 4th ball of the 19th over, and the next ball Vinay Kumar bowls, and Yusuf Pathan is gone after making 17 of 13 balls with 2 fours. He is gone as he tried to hold out and extra cover. Mahela Javadin pouches the catch. So the score becomes for Kolkata Knight Riders 132 for 5 wickets at that stage, but still hope is there. The last over, 25 runs required from 6 balls, and well, what happened? Let's see what happened in the 20th over. Boucher was there with Lee. The first ball, RP Singh was the one who was the bowler. 25 needed for Kolkata Knight Riders to win the match. RP Singh bowls the first ball. Boucher gets 2 runs. Boucher, the second ball also, Boucher gets 2 runs. The third ball, Boucher gets a single. Brett Lee comes on to strike, and then there is. It was Brett Lee actually drove that 4th delivery, going for the 1 run, and that was over. That was a run out. So Brett Lee was run out for 1, and after that it was Bhatia came in, and Bhatia could just push it for a single, and in the final ball Boucher was gone. RP Singh castled Boucher, and it was all over. Now let me tell you, there are no excuses for Kolkata Knight Riders. They have been doing very well in this IPL 11, but this match, I would say the bowlers definitely deserve the credit, but there was a sort of a real I wouldn't say it's like Kolkata Knight Riders making harakiri after being 69 for 1 with the openers giving them a good start. Even though Gambhir going, they still have Manoj Tiwari, Pathan, Boucher to come, and still they couldn't really capitalize on that. And I would say this was not a very good performance from Kolkata Knight Riders. They succumbed. They played the whole 20 overs and they made only 139 for 7, and finishing the match by losing the match by 17 runs to the Kochi Tuskers Kerala. And well, let me tell you, the bowling figures: Ralphie Gomez 4 overs 1 maiden 2 for 14, bowled superbly. Parameshwaran 4 overs no maiden none for 21, 4 overs 2 for 28 for Vinay Kumar. Sreesan 3 overs for 24 was costly, 4 overs 1 for 44 for RP Singh. Jadeja bowled 1 over no maiden none for 7. Brad Hodge of the Kochi Tuskers Kerala won the man of the match award, and Kochi Tuskers Kerala proudly won this match by 17 runs. They would have never expected that to happen, but it was a combination of good bowling and Mahela Javardhani's captaincy, I would say, and finally it clinched it for them. But Kolkata Knight Riders, for them, this is a match they would like to forget, because probably there was some overconfidence in them, and that's what made them really pay for it today. But well, Kolkata Knight Riders, this is their, after a long time they've got a loss in this particular IPL 2011. Well, the other news what I have is I'm trying to go back and see what is happening here in the other game which is going to be played today. Let me see whether I can bring you some news there. Yes, what I hear is that Deccan Chargers versus Delhi Daredevils. Delhi has elected to field. So Delhi has won the toss and they elected to field and put the Deccan Chargers in. That's the news I have. And David Warner is not there in the Delhi team, so that's not good news. And I will also give you some live scores in the match, the fifth ODI between West Indies and Pakistan, which is happening here at the Providence ground, the fifth one-day international. As you know, West Indies won the last match with the Duckworth Lewis. The 3-1 it stands right now. I'm seeing whether I can actually get you the live scores here. Yes, the live score that I have here is Pakistan are 54 for 2, won the toss, elected to bat, 54 for 2 after 16.5 over Usman Salahuddin, the youngster, not out on 2 of 3 balls. Mohammad Hafiz 39, not out of 53 balls with 5 fours. Ahmed Shahzad was bowled by Sami for 9. Well, dear friends, unfortunately I wouldn't be able to really continue this. Thanks for your company. Keep watching Cricket Happenings, and this is your host Ram signing off. Thank you.